Hello, we are back with some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Was it Legacy of the Duelist? I can't remember which game this was right off. But I am going to try out a new deck that I just built. I got all of the packs for the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Now all the cards are unlocked, so can build basically whatever. But I am going to try this out. I did some testing with it when I built it. It does work. It can definitely have some issues at some points, but let's see how it goes in today's episode. So, Master of Magicians. As the Battle City tournament continued, Merrick learned that the Egyptian god card he was seeking had been played. Obelisk the Tormentor has been played? Yes, moments ago in Battle City, and we've identified the card's owner. Seto Kaiba. Of course. How did you know, sir? It's quite simple. My sister, Ishizu, conspires against me. She gave Kaiba that card to stop me. I should have known Ishizu is behind this whole tournament. She used her Millennium Necklace to foresee the events of Battle City. Ishizu knew if she gave Obelisk the Tormentor to Kaiba, he'd throw a tournament out of greed to obtain the other Egyptian god cards. Sure, sir, shall I order a team of rare hunters to pay Kaiba a little visit? No, leave Kaiba to his games. First, I'll need to weaken the Pharaoh. Dispatch Arcana to take down Yugimoto. Later in the Battle City tournament, a strange clown lured Yugi to a secret lair with dangerous contraptions. Welcome, Yugimoto. I am the illusionist known as Arcana, and soon your favorite card, Dark Magician, will be dueling for me. Only a true master of illusion deserves to hold a Dark Magician. You will never understand its full potential. That is enough, Arcana. I know it must be hard to think of your favorite card in another duelist's deck. Well, I challenge you to a duel. The winner will take the loser's Dark Magician. And I accept. You must know that when a duelist builds his deck, he chooses his favorites from many different types of cards. But sometimes a card can choose a duelist. The two are connected, and the duelist can tap into the card's true power. Because each is bound by the heart of the cards, and Dark Magician has chosen me. Enough, let's shuffle our decks and let the show begin. Alright, so user deck, and yeah, I called it Behind Blue Eyes because it is a Blue Eyes deck. It is definitely not a legal deck. Because one thing I do like about this game is you can build whatever you want for the story modes. You don't have to limit on everything. So we're going to go second, just so I can get that extra card draw, because the way this was set up is you don't get the card draw in the beginning. Okay, so this is actually really good right kind of off the bat. Now, Cyber Jar can kind of screw over the deck a little bit. Alright, so we're going to discard this and this. And this works out perfect. Now we can special summon this. And then I can activate this to fuse for this. I basically put a lot of card draw power into this deck, and it's all, other than the monsters, it's all magic cards. Like there's no traps or anything like that. So yeah. Okay. Well. But we still got this. Too bad it don't activate till the end of the turn, but got another Blue Eyes on the field. Alright, so I think that this, I don't think this card can do. Yeah, it can't do anything right now. Alright, so we'll hold off for a minute. I could bring another Blue Eyes on the field. And I think we'll do that. So let's bring a Blue Eyes on the field. Just kind of waiting to see kind of what we got before I did that. And then we'll summon Manju. And let's put the field spell in our hand. Alright, we're not going to activate. Of course he had a Mystic Tomato. Of course he had a Mystic Tomato. Alright, let's see what this other card is. So right now my one card's just dead, which sucks, but it happens. No biggie. He didn't have... Oh, he crashed into me. Alright, so... Wait, can we... See, I don't remember the effect of this right off. I didn't know I could do it this way. See, I'm learning some stuff about this deck for sure. Like, I am definitely learning things about this deck that I didn't know it could actually do. And, you know, I'm gonna wait. I was gonna put the one stone on the field, but I think it's better for me to, if I've got a graceful... You son of a bitch. Oh, he Darkhold me. It would have worked out if I would have waited, but... Of course, now I get a polymerization. Alright, we're going to Cyber Jar this. I wasn't expecting a Darkhold. I mean, like I said, there's still some things that can definitely stop this deck. But... Oh, look at this. This was perfect. This was perfect. This is the main reason I put Cyber Jar in this deck, was for situations like this. He does have a Swords of Revealing Light, Ectoplasmer, another Dark Magician, he didn't get any monsters, surprisingly, other than Dark Magician, I don't think. Oh god, he got another one of Fiendish Chains, though. Alright, we got our other Monster Reborn. I ain't found one of my... It's fine. I had a feeling the Swords of Revealing Light was coming. Alright, well, let us... I don't want to really draw anything. There's not really a play I can make right now, other than bringing something back. But I have a feeling he brought out that Fiendish Chain again, so he's going to stop whatever it was. So I don't want to bring out anything. Trying to think of what to do in this situation, because I can discard some stuff. How many cards we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we got rid of 6 cards anyway, which I could get rid of a few things. I don't want to get rid of anything that'll let me draw. If I draw even more, it's just gonna put me in a bad position. Damn, I don't know what to do. Because he also has... I mean, I don't think there's any kind of, like, heavy storm situation or anything. So, let's set swords. Polymerization. Okay, still gotta get rid of a few more cards. So I could put one more card face down. I'm gonna have to draw something. So I think what we'll do is we'll do this. And we got... Okay, we're gonna have all of our... See, I already know we're kind of a little screwed. Oh wait, I can't attack anyway. I don't know why I went into battle phase. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I gotta get rid of 2 more cards. So we can get rid of this. And we've got another Monster Reborn. So I can get rid of these 2. I don't think we can really draw anything else. Alright, well, let's just draw 2 more. Okay, I can use polymerization again. I can use chaos form. I'm pretty sure he's got that stupid fiendish on the whatever, that trap card. So that's what I'm kind of like, I really don't want to do that. Because I want to save my plays. I want to try to get that trap to trigger. Is my only thing, so I'm going to keep Cyberjar in my hand. I really want to keep polymerization in my hand too. And I definitely need chaos forms. Let's get rid of the upstarts. Yeah, no, I don't have any more cards in my deck that I can use that effect with, which sucks, but... Oh, 800 points of damage. I didn't want to put any more cards face down, so we still got... I'll activate my own Swords of Revealing Light. And... kind of waiting on just turns to... I'm trying to bait that fucking trap out, but I can't attack his ass because of his swords right now. We got both Cyberjars now. Yes, I know I could fuse, but we can always... Oh yeah, I forgot I can activate this effect. I'm not going to do it right this second, but... There it goes. Okay, so I'm going to discard... I got 2 Chaos Forms on there, so... I'm going to get rid of 1 Cyberjar for now. Arcane has made this a lot more complicated than what it really needed to be. And it's very frustrating. Alright, bait his trap. That's what I wanted. That is exactly what I wanted, was to bait that trap out. So can I not? Well, I don't have any. I gotta wait for the one thing to... We can do this, actually. So I'm gonna use one of... Let's use... Oh, yeah, let's pick you. And we'll just use you on the field. And honestly, we could use our other one and get two of these big boys out. So you know what? I think we're going to do that. Arcana made this way more complicated than what it needed to be with some of the cards in his deck. He's got another trap. I don't like that. He got another trap, and I do not like... Yeah, there we go. I do think I gotta try more with the Chaos Max Dragon, because I don't think it's can be affected by effects. That can't be. There is no way you could have defeated me, Yugi. I am the greatest magician the world has ever known. You relied on trickery to win instead of trusting and respecting the heart of the cards. Arcana is gone, so we meet again, little Yugi. I'm sure I need no introduction. Show your face to me, Merrick, you coward. I'll reveal myself when the time is right, and no sooner, once I obtain what's mine. And you know exactly what I want. The unlimited power of the ancient pharaoh, the spirit that lives within your puzzle. Tell me why you want the pharaoh's power. Because the power is rightfully mine, and once I have it, I will be unstoppable. The world will belong to me, and no one will stand in my way, in the way of my destiny, especially not you. Oh yeah? Just watch me, Merrick. Listen, little Yugi, my family has slaved for centuries protecting the tomb of the pharaoh until his return. And for what? I should be the pharaoh. Never. You won't get the power of the pharaoh, and I'll make sure of it. Ha! We'll see about that. My destiny can't be stopped. So don't you see, it's only a matter of time. The 3 Egyptian god cards, along with your Millennium Puzzle, will belong to me. Then I will strip the pharaoh of his ancient powers and infuse them within myself. Merrick, you'll never be able to defeat me in a duel, so you'll never get your greedy hands on my puzzle. I promise you, by the sands of Egypt, the pharaoh's power will be mine. Another of my mind slaves is already in Battle City, waiting to defeat you and take your puzzle, and he holds an Egyptian god card. And what is his name? What is the name of this card? Beware the Quiet One. We'll meet again, Yugi. Okay. So still gotta learn this deck a little bit, so that's what I say. It's gonna be getting used to still. As the tournament continued, Joey was challenged by Weevil Underwood, but what Joey didn't know was that Weevil was using his underhanded tricks again. Weevil slipped a card into Joey's deck that would make sure that none of Joey's strategies would work. We'll settle this fair and square with a duel. Alright, let's do this. That's fine with me, but we'll duel for 2 locator cards. That's even if you have to. Yugi squashed this creepy little bug for the first day... Oh my god, the first time they squared off in Duelist Kingdom. Now I guess it's my turn to do the same. I hate how Joey talks. It's time to duel. Alright, let's try it out. Let's see how this works, because it may or may not go well. Like I said, this deck does really depend on what cards I draw, for sure. That's why I put the card draw power in there. Was just for those situations. So, okay, well, we got 2 blue eyes in our hands. Alright, I got 2 perfect cards to discard, which is great. And this will work. Alright. This will work fantastically. Alright. Work fantastically. Alright. There we go. I ain't gonna activate... Well... Let's do one from my deck. Because it's from the deck. I don't have two anyway, so it's not like it matters. Okay. So I have a feeling Weevil's got something planned. DNA surgery. Okay, so of course he's gonna make everything insects. Now he's probably gonna try the insect barrier. Or he's gonna do the eradicating aerosol. Or he's gonna do that. So that's fine too. Alright, so we're gonna also do this. And then we're going to Monster Reborn a Blue Eyes. I got Chaos Form, so this will be perfect. And double piercing damage also is fantastic. I need to really get this card out more. Like, this really is the strongest card, I feel like, in the deck. Just with its effects. Because even if they put their stuff in defense position, there really is not anything that they can do. Like, it can't be destroyed for the most part. So... so it gives him some life points back. That's fine though. I can still attack you. Okay, brought out another insect, which is fine. Okay. Your cocoon of evolution ain't shit. Oh, okay. Puts it back in the... extra deck. Should have done the one. So I know to do that with Blue Eyes for sure. Especially having the Blue Eyes in my hand. The alternate Blue Eyes, because I could have summoned it. So yeah, let's do it like this. Oh yeah, we could. I mean, we're probably going to be able to finish him off anyway. But if I use the effect of that alternate dragon, I can't attack. So, oh yeah, we're done. So yeah, we definitely need to get the one on the field more often. Welcome to Lucerville, Weevil. Population U. I lost? But wait. Alright, Weevil, cough him up. Your Insect Queen and 2 locator cards. Have mercy. Mercy? You should have thought of that before you decided to cheat. Now, just like a Duelist Kingdom, you're out of the tournament. Okay, mime control. This is strings. Merrick was in possession of 2 of the Egyptian god cards, but he still needed the Millennium Puzzle to bring his plan together. Suddenly, Yugi found himself being challenged by a duelist named Strings. Yugi, prepare to duel and lose your puzzle. Merrick, meet my mind slave, Strings, the quiet one. Thanks to the power of my Millennium Rod, he shall defeat you. Coward. Why should I waste my time when I can duel you through my mind puppets? Battling with the power of my Millennium Rod is no different than you using your puzzle to duel. Oh my god. Had a hair in my mouth. That was... ugh. Hate when that happens. That's not true. You force your servants to do your dirty work by taking control of their minds against their will. I duel with respect and honor. Merrick, make your move. Let's see how this goes against Merrick. And he won. Alright, so we're up against Strings and Slifer the Sky Dragon. Gonna be interesting to see how this goes. Give my table here, so sorry if you hear it. Okay, well, we can almost perfectly get our Chaos Dragon on the field already. So all we gotta do is summon a Manju. And we just need Chaos Form. Alright, and with Chaos Form. And goodbye, Alternate Dragon, for now. You'll maybe be back at some point. And attack. Well, Strings, you're already getting your ass whooped. Yeah, Chaos Max Dragon, I need to be... This is basically our boss monster. Or ace monster. Blue Eyes. Oh, only one can attack at a time. That's fine. I know the perfect one to attack, because you are done. Double piercing damage, man. I win. It's over. It can't be. How could I lose with an Egyptian god card in my deck? You'll pay. You may have defeated Slifer, but I hold another Egyptian god card and a much more powerful one. So savor this victory while you can, for it will be your last. Alright, Dark Spirit Reveal. This is the finals, isn't it? Now it was time, yep, for the Battle City Finals. Hey, look, Joey, Yugi, and Mai. Check it out, we all got 6 locator cards. Kaiba, Joey, Yugi, and Mai were the first 4 duelists to reach the finals. The 5th finalist soon arrived. It was Merrick. Using the fake name Namu, he befriended Taya and Joey during the tournament. His plan was falling into place. Yugi, meet our new friend Namu. I've heard about you, Yugi. It's an honor to meet you. Any friend of Joey and Taya is a buddy of mine. I'm so happy to be surrounded by such a welcoming crowd. I just hope everyone I meet tonight is as friendly as you people. Hey, that's Bakura. What's he doing here? What are you doing wearing a dual disc? How else could I win 6 locator cards and enter the finals? Rewind a sec. When did you join the tournament? Join? How did you make it all the way to the finals? The 7th finalist arrived just in time for Bakura to change the topic. Hey look, it's the 7th finals. This guy looks familiar, and that's a mug you don't forget. State your name. I am Merrick. Merrick's henchman Odeon assumed Merrick's name to hide Merrick's true identity. It was all part of Merrick's plan. I'll kick your brainwashing keister. You are no match for me, fool. The only reason I'm not tossing you out on your cape right now is so I could save my energy to take you down in the finals. Got that, pal? I think I scared him, you. Now that 7 of the 8 finalists arrived, Kaiba announced that even though their locator cards led them to this location, it wasn't the site of the Battle City Finals. At that moment, Kaiba's blimp arrived. Once they were aboard, it was time for the first duel between Yugi and Bakura. Yugi knew there was something not right with Bakura. I know that's not Bakura. It's the evil spirit of the Millennium Ring, and I bet he's still after the 7 Millennium items. This duel's going to be tougher than everyone thinks. I must win this. The fate of the world depends on it. Are you prepared to lose it all? Why all the fuss? What's around Bakura's neck? Namu, it's kinda hard to explain, but that's not really Bakura. You see, Yugi and Bakura both have these real old objects that have magic powers. Yugi's item is good, but Bakura's item is bad, because an evil spirit lives inside it. So you're telling me there's an evil spirit up there dueling Yugi? That's hard to believe. The team had no idea that Namu was actually Merrick, and that the evil spirit possessing Bakura was working for him. Now that the introductions are over and done with, why don't we begin this duel? Alright, let's begin this duel. I should have made a deck around even just Slifer to see, but how that could go. Because I think I could maybe make one for Slifer. Alright, we are in the air. And you're already just... Well, we got a Chaos up form. So let's... Swords of Revealing Light for now, and end my turn. And put it in attack position with 200 attack points. Like, that's kind of crazy, man. Perfect. Oh, wait. Wait. What? Why can't I... There's a blue-eyes white dragon right there in my hand. Why can't I summon you? Okay. I'm very confused as to why I can't use my Blue Eyes alternative dragon. This is weird. I don't know why it won't let me special summon that monster. Because I should be able to. That is so weird. Yeah, you cannot be normal summon or set. Must first be special summon from your hand by revealing Blue Eyes White Dragon in your hand. We have a Blue Eyes White Dragon in the hand. So it don't make sense. It's weird. Whatever. Alright. What is stopping me from doing anything? Like, this is weird. Like, I can't... He has nothing on the field. Oh, I guess we're... Okay. Oh. I see. This card's screwing me over. Jalgan. Okay, we can't special summon. That's fucking why. I was so confused. Shit. Well, that's gonna screw me over big time here. Oh, fuck. I gotta keep... I can't even fusion summon then, I don't think. Okay, I may not be able to, because this does rely a lot on special summons. So I may not be able to use this deck against Bakura if he's got Jalgan, because that's... Yeah, we can't even do that. Okay, I may have to change up decks, because this one's not going to work with Jalgan on the field. He got that first fucking go. I mean, alright. I'm going to try this deck one more time, and... Let's see, hold up. Before we do anything, let's... I should have been setting cards down from the beginning, because he may attack. I don't know. No, he didn't. If I can get rid of Jalgan, then we'll be good. I was about to just surrender because I wasn't thinking like there is no way for me to get out of this. But if he has a trap to stop me, then we're still kind of screwed. Alright, well, we do have this. If I can get rid of Jalgan, then we can... Okay, I don't have any more blue eyes, but... I am going to just set polymerization for the moment. Okay, we got to end this. We have to end this now. Alright, so we're going to do this. So we're going to activate Chaos Form. We're going to get you. We're going to get you. Off the field. We're going to special summon you back. And I'm real tempted to... For now, I'm going to hold off. Because we gotta... We got to try to get him before Destiny Board gets on the field. Okay, I don't want to give him any more life points. Alright, well, I know for sure that this is going to hurt. Alright. I'm getting rid of some of his monsters. That's why I'm trying to get rid of him before he gets a Destiny Board. Alright, we should be able to win now. I was very... I mean, this deck does have some outs. I was expecting him to attack, and I was like, if he attacks me, I'm screwed. That's what I was afraid of. I still gotta learn this deck so much more. Bakura, you okay? Hey, where am I? You're with your friends now, Bakura. I'm glad Bakura's okay. The Millennium Ring is not like my puzzle. It holds an ancient spirit that depends on someone else so it can exist. And even though the spirit of the ring is evil and controls Bakura against his will, it seems to still need Bakura in order to survive. But there is one major difference between Bakura and I. What's that? The spirit inside my item is my friend, and you and I are always there to support each other no matter what comes our way. You were there to help me when my grandfather was in trouble, and now I'm here to help you rescue the world from evil. I promise that together we'll figure out the secrets of your ancient past and how to unlock your hidden powers before Merit can take them. Because your destiny is mine too, and we're gonna win. That's right. This was a tough duel, but thanks to our teamwork and the heart of the cards, we came out on top. Now we're headed for round 2, so we're gonna take it all the way. And I was stupid. I did not read Jalgan's effect. So I was like, why am I not able to special summon? That is why I was not able to special summon, because of Jalgan. Alright, Odeon. While everyone waited for the next duel to begin, Yugi returned to his room to rest. He was suddenly surprised by a man in robes who was also wore a turban. His name was Shadi, and he explained that he had come to provide Yugi guidance for the challenges that lay ahead. I am the guardian of the 7 Millennium items. I am here because I sense a disturbance in the mystic alignment once again. All 7 items are on board this vessel, as well as the 3 Egyptian god cards, which means all the objects capable of saving and destroying the world are right here. Really? The Earth's safety rests on you. Yugi, heed my words. If the wrong individuals were to gain control of any of the Millennium items or one of the Egyptian god cards as a result, or the results could be catastrophic. It nearly happened once before when Pegasus created duel monsters. It did, but how? It all began when Maximilian Pegasus first arrived in Egypt. He was searching for a method of reuniting with his lost love. His quest brought him to me, and I presented him with the Millennium Eye, for he was destined to possess it. Soon after, he discovered the origins of the ancient Egyptian shadow games. Pegasus became obsessed with these games and decided to dedicate his life to recreating them. During one of his early research trips to the ancient pyramids, Pegasus planned to locate the stones depicting the Egyptian god monsters he'd read about. So I guided Pegasus and his team of archaeologists to an underground chamber hidden beneath the desert sands. And after traveling by foot for hours, our journey was over. Pegasus entered the dimly lit chamber as promised. I brought him to the ancient resting place of the Egyptian god tablets. Pegasus found what he came for, he never knowing he was about to unleash a devastating force like no other. Triumphant, Pegasus returned to America to design his cards based upon the images he found on the stones. He was destined to awaken the Egyptian god monsters, but he was not destined to control their powerful magic. Although Maximilian Pegasus completed the prototypes of the 3 Egyptian god cards, he immediately flew to Egypt to seal them in the tomb alongside the original carvings and spare the world their absolute power. And with the help of Ishizu, Pegasus sealed away the cards. Then Merrick tried to steal them? Yes, and if he were to get his hands on all 3, the result would be devastating. I can assure you, Merrick will never hold all 3 Egyptian god cards. My Pharaoh, it is an honor for me to be in your presence once again. You know that you will restore the order to the world. I know that you will restore order to the world and put an end to this chaos, just as you did 5,000 years ago. My complete faith lies in you. At that moment, the speaker announced all finalists must return to the main concourse, and Shoddy vanished. The second duel was between Merrick and Joey. Since Odeon was pretending to be Merrick, Odeon stood before Joey ready to duel. Let's do this, Merrick. It's time to duel and destroy you. Prepare for defeat. Don't count on it, Merrick. I'm not scared of you. Alright, let's make sure we don't get screwed up trying to play this deck this time, because I ended up almost throwing that last duel away. But I try to keep those the stones in my hand to discard with Graceful Charity. I mean, I'll put them down for defense if I have to, but other than that, I'm trying to keep them. Alright, Odeon, let's see what you got. Damn, Odeon, Jesus. Sitting down a bunch of cards. Alright, well, let's special summon our Blue Eyes alternate dragon, and then we will summon our Amanju. We need Chaos Form, and then we will activate Chaos Form. I wish the Chaos Max Dragon had a, wait, no, let's attack you first. Like I was gonna say, we get that double piercing damage. And, oh, Magic Jammer. He's got a trap, I just know it, yeah. Alright, replay, yes. I have 1800 defense, so he's got a lot of trap monsters. Alright, again, let us replay. Probably gonna also. Oh no, it goes back. Okay. He does have a Magic Jammer, so I know that much. I didn't have that to stop my Chaos Form before. Alright, well. It'd be awesome if I could just bait his magic jammer out. Nope. It's fine, though. Then we're done. I gave him some life points anyway. Odeon's deck contained a copy of an Egyptian god card. This angered the gods, so lightning struck Joey and Odeon, sending them to the mat. Master Merrick, I am not worthy enough to control this card, just as I was not worthy enough to be part of your family. Odeon! I tried my best to serve you, my master. I tried. Odeon dedicated his life to protecting Merrick by containing the evil within Merrick, but with Odeon weakened, his control over the evil was losing its strength. Please forgive me, Joey. I'm sorry. It was an honor for me to duel you. Well, same to you, and thanks for the lightning. Thanks to that lightning bolt, I won't forget this duel for a while. Now that it's done, you gotta come clean. If you're not Merrick, then who are you? I'm only a servant of the real Master Merrick. Admit your true identity, Merrick. Yes, it's true. I am indeed the real Merrick. So Namu lied to us all along? Namu? He was a disguise to get me closer to Yugi, so Pharaoh, we finally meet face to face. Now at last I can finish the job my pathetic servants couldn't. Yugi, your puzzle and the power will soon be mine. Oh no, I was afraid of this. We're all in great danger. The great evil hidden within Master Merrick has a darker side, and I'm unable to contain it anymore. It's too late now. Merrick, so what's going on? I'm finally free again, which means I can do things my way. I was restrained for many years by that fool Odeon. Who are you? I am the true Merrick, and I'm not as kind as the one you've come to know, and soon I'll finish the job he couldn't, complete and strip you of your powers. Alright. So, duel with destiny. The next duel was Mai versus the real Merrick. Mai gave everything she had, but Merrick was much too powerful. With the power of his Millennium Rod, Merrick trapped Mai's mind in the Shadow Realm. Your friend made a costly mistake by dueling against me, and now I'm afraid she's paying the ultimate price. Notice her emotionless appearance? That's because her mind is trapped. With each passing second, she forgets more. The shadows are taking everything she kept inside her mind and inside her heart. Trapped by dark magic, Mai's friends could do nothing to help her. Alright, you geeks, clear the field for the next duel. The next duel was Seto Kaiba versus Ishizu Ishtar, the same Ishizu who Yugi and Taya met at the museum. She was the mysterious 8th finalist. This is quite a surprise. Yes, we meet again, Seto Kaiba. So you've come back, or come to win back Obelisk? What I've come for is of greater importance. I've come here to save my brother. Brother? Yes, for the past 5 years. God, I hate reading so much sometimes. Jesus! Yes, for the past 5,000 years, an Ishtar has stood guard over the Pharaoh's tomb. Only Merrick turned against us, and the evil within him is even stronger now. If you remember, my Millennium Necklace has the power to show me events that are yet to come, and right now it tells me you will lose this duel to me. Enough with the Millennium items. I don't believe in that nonsense. I planned this with one goal in mind, to proclaim my place as the #1 duelist in the world. Have you forgotten that it was my idea for you to organize the Battle City tournament to lure duelists like Merrick, and my plan worked. For my brother is here, but the hardest task is yet to come. The evil within him must be stopped. I'm surrounded by superstitious nitwits. Take your hocus-pocus nonsense to someone else's tournament. My Millennium Necklace predicts that your lack of faith will be your downfall. Alright, let's do it. I do need to switch up my main deck that I was using a little bit since I got all the cards unlocked for it now. I'm still going to go second so I can get that extra card draw. It is always nice with this deck, honestly. Usually with others it's not a big deal, but okay, at least got some card draw out of it too, so that is helpful. Ooh, she also has a Graceful Charity. Look at that. Say, look at that. What do you know? Okay, let's see what we draw before we draw with Graceful Charity. Aw, you fucking serious? You bitch. Such a bitch. Okay, well, we only have... one blue eyes right now. Alright, let's go ahead and take the dragon. And I'm gonna attack. We'll just see what we got here. Nope. It was a nothing. And Kelbeck goes back to my hand, which is actually perfect. Kelbeck sends a card back to my hand. Actually perfect. Because now I can get my dragon. So, perfect. Alright, we're going to sand the 2 stones because... well, one of the stones. We'll say because I have no use for it anyway. And, of course, she's going to use a Swords of Revealing Light. Because why wouldn't she? You sealed your own doom in this one, Ishizu. Because you made it to where 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, not enough. So we'll just do it with the blue eyes. That's fine. I was gonna see if I could even just attack, but so now he's not affected by any other card effects. Cannot target this card with card effects. Let's see, she's gonna destroy my Manju, which is fine. Okay. Well, as of right now, we're fine where we're at. Okay, she's got a trap. We still got... you know what, let's go ahead and draw. And we can Monster Reborn. Yeah, none of her monsters are worth it. And we got our Twin Burst Dragon. It is nice that I can special fusion them that way. Alright, there goes our swords at least. Well, this is even better. This is... alright, we're not gonna activate the effect. I'm gonna attack you, so it's gonna do some damage. Oh, it still sends it back to my hand. Okay. I mean, whatever. Should have attacked the other one. That's fine. I didn't read the card. I thought maybe it was just like a flip effect type of thing, but now that I think about it, it was not. I'm gonna do another Twin Burst Dragon. Why not? I got 2 Cyber Jars in my hand too, so those are perfect. Alright. to Shizu. I wasn't sure if you could actually bounce back to the hand by that effect or not, too. So it kind of let me learn some things, that is for sure. Alright, I'm going to take this just in case, but we might be done with this duel anyway. Yeah! Alright, cool. Victory is mine. Very impressive, Kaiba. You managed to overcome the fate of that my Millennium Necklace showed me. I won this duel for the same reasons I'll win the tournament, my superior skills and intelligence. Perhaps, but you've taught me a valuable lesson about the nature of destiny, and for that I am grateful. I may have lost the duel, but in the process I have gained something of far greater importance, the realization that if I am to win this battle for my brother's spirit, I will need your help, Kaiba. Thank you, for I know that you will help me save my brother. Believe whatever you need to, Ishizu, but I'm only in this for myself. Okay. So, this deck has been great. Like, it definitely is strong. It's broken, as all hell, because of the card draw. I have made some misplays with it, and, you know, if you watch this video and you could definitely see the misplays, and I apologize for that. But again, it's one of those things where I'm used to playing certain ways. When I start changing stuff up, like, I need to read more effects and things like that and get used to it. But we'll probably try this deck out again next time, and then maybe at least finish out Yugi's the Yugi story with it, and then when we move to GX, we'll change up the deck again. Because I've got some ideas for decks, and we'll probably do the swap duels as well to test out even more decks that I may want to just play around with once we get into even more cards later on. But as of right now, I'm going to end this part here. So I do want to thank anyone who did come in, hang out, watch this video. Appreciate it very much. And if you did enjoy the video, please give it a like as well. And I will see you guys all again next time. Later.